Jeffrey Gurian is an award-winning, nationally known comedy writer, director, producer, and longtime member of the Friars Club, where he has worked with and befriended many of the legends of comedy, including Milton Berle, his original sponsor in the Friars Club, Jerry Lewis, Pat Cooper, Norm Crosby, Henny Youngman, and Sid Caesar, to name just a few. He was recently named East Coast producer of National Lampoon Radio and is known for creating many things, among them GNN, Gurian's News Network, where he reports on unusual stories that no one has ever heard before.
This is Kent Emmons, CEO of National Lampoon Radio. Here in the studio with us right now, the twisted mind of Jeffrey Gurian.
Stories like George Washington wore wooden pants, man paints replica of the Sistine Chapel with his beard, and lonely man befriends housefly. Jeffrey taught comedy writing at the Learning Annex and was a writer-reporter for AMI's legendary Weekly World News, where he was given his own column called Gurian's World of the Bizarre, featuring stories like Rare Virus Sweeps Japan, Victims Too Weak to Bow, Man Impaled on Spike Still Shows Up for Work on Time, and Man Allergic to Clothing Gets Permission to Come to Work Nude. Jeffrey has written for, worked with, and befriended many celebrities and comedy stars, and has received many accolades over the years. He's also been featured frequently in the press and has appeared multiple times on Page 6, the most powerful gossip page in the country. His latest project, based on many years of writing for the famed Friars Roast, is his book from Kensington Citadel Press entitled Filthy, Funny, and Totally Offensive. The introduction is by Paul Provenza, director of The Aristocrats, and it has jokes from over 250 celebs, including Drew Carey, Jason Alexander, Gilbert Gottfried, Susie Essman, Jeff Garlin, Artie Lang, Ice-T, and Vince Coratola of The Sopranos, just to name a few. Jeffrey's book was recently chosen by Sirius Satellite Radio as part of its Christmas holiday gift bag.
And now your host, Pete Dominic.
All right, my guest tonight is the hilarious, the eccentric, the intelligent, highly intelligent, and always interesting Jeffrey Gurian.
Jeffrey is currently writing a screenplay for comic Broadway legend Jackie Mason to be shot in the fall of 2008. He has written 3 films, the latest of which, I Am Woody, about a mob boss obsessed with Woody Allen, won for Best Short Film at the New York Independent Film Festival. His movie, Face to Face, written with actor Scott Baio, won 2 film festivals for Best Comedy Feature and was chosen as the opening night film at the Taos, New Mexico Film Festival. He has written special material for many well-known comics, including Joan Rivers, Rodney Dangerfield, Richard Belzer, Gilbert Gottfried, Pauly Shore, Andrew Dice Clay, Phil Hartman, Pat Cooper, and many others. Jeffrey co-produced the Hamptons Comedy Festival in 2004, which is the fundraising arm for Comedy Fights Cancer.
Hi, I just ran into an old friend of mine, Jeffrey Gurian.
He also served on the advisory board of the New York City Underground Comedy Festival. He created and performed in Uncle Nat's Traveling Peep Show, a Monty Python-esque comedy news show he produced in various venues around New York City, and under the direction of the trend-setting company Fun Little Movies. His short comedy films, the Men Who series, which he wrote and directed, are currently seen on Sprint and Microsoft mobile phones worldwide. He's been featured on many radio shows, TV shows, gossip columns, and with a cover story in the style section of the New York Times for his multiple careers, since Jeffrey is also a doctor, a professor at NYU in oral medicine and oral facial pain, and is on the board of the Association for Spirituality and Psychotherapy since 1999.
Dr. Jeffrey Gurian is the insider's kind of jawbreaker. Eyewitness News.
You will meet a dentist who makes going to his office a barrel of laughs.
He is an accomplished healer, lecturer, and developed a cure for stuttering, which he used to cure himself. Since 1999, Jeffrey has been writing a monthly online celebrity-based column called Comedy Matters, where you will see him with celebs like Christian Slater, Tracy Morgan, Marissa Tomei, Ethan Hawke, the late Heath Ledger, and other stars of that magnitude. Jeffrey has arranged to create comedy workshops for Build to be held at the world-famous Gotham Comedy Club on East 23rd Street, thanks to owner Chris Mazzilli. We are grateful to honor Jeffrey for his efforts on our behalf and on behalf of the community that we serve.